Moon Club podcast number 235. YouTube live version. The main podcast will start in a couple minutes here.
Couple minutes. Y'all get ready. It's gonna get heavy. Stephen T is. Never mind.
Oh, Steven. Are we live yet?
We are live
On YouTube?
And that's I was going to discuss with you. I had an idea about your anecdote
Yeah?
that we've been missing. But why don't you bring it like something from the moon? You know what I mean? Like, kind of like
Like a fake news article?
it could be real, but it could be not.
Like drinking bleach can cure autism?
Could be live, could be
I
Marks.
mean, we can go a different route than that, but yeah, well, like, I think we can discuss it more when we're not on live, so we're not giving all away our trade secrets. But
Yeah, the secret to our success and 100 views last week?
Exactly. Exactly.
40 seconds, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. That's all it takes. 40 seconds.
For some people.
40 seconds. Some people name MJ. Got him.
25 seconds.
That's for that shit you spoke earlier. I don't even know what your shirt says. That's
15.
strictly for the YouTubers.
10. Going live at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dude, and then I said, she might be ugly, but I would take her out of bed for eating oats. You know what? I believe that does get better every time you hear it.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
killed it.
killed it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from MJ's Walking Dreams Apartment and worldwide on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, this is the Moon Club podcast with AJ, MJ, and SJ. The Moon Club will talk about anything under the moon, no subject will ever be taboo. This episode of the Moon Club podcast is brought to you by Realtor MJ Allen and Bloomington, almost premier realtor for the Jewett home selling team at Remax Rising. And I kind of want to be your realtor, and I will out hustle everybody all day, every day, and then double up on Sunday to prove that shit.
That's your real estate agent right there.
I believe that.
Yes, sir. It's the state of the moon, brother.
Where's Frank's shirt's on?
It's coming on.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. The phase of the moon It is currently 6:02 p.m. The moon comes up at 9:59 p.m. It goes down at 9:03 a.m. tomorrow. It is currently waxing gibbous. It is 82% illuminated. It is 363,764 kilometers away from us. It is 19 days old, and it goes from the sign of Libra to Scorpio tonight. Whatever the fuck that means.
Which
Well, you
leads
explained
me
it
to
to
the
me last week.
question, how illuminated is Steve?
Fully illuminated, thanks to that wedding crasher by the cultivators at Cresco Farms. I'm high to the sky.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you cut a promo.
Yeah, without a doubt.
All right, shout out to the
Very
great
good.
and powerful Mindy Sue. Happy 46th birthday today.
What?
To the incomparable one known as Mindy Sue. She is going to stop by after the podcast, and I got a gift for her, or two.
46.
Well, she's probably already seen it. Oh well.
HBD. Anything you'd like to say, Austin?
I would like to send a shout out to God.
That's a big shout out. That's like the biggest name drop you can do, probably, right? Like somebody was saying, "Hey, I was talking to
I'm
so
done.
and so
Peace out.
earlier."
Peace out, guys. I shout out to Allah. What have you done tonight?
I pray to Allah.
I was gonna say
That sounds like a hate crime. I shouldn't do that.
there's so many different gods.
MJ, what's up with the fucking optograph?
The optograph.
Yeah.
It,
Does it
puts
LPC?
the pressure on the bridge of the nose where it's supposed to be.
That way you don't stretch your glasses out by pulling them on and off.
Yeah,
But don't you go cross-eyed?
apparently.
Who is Nathan R. Johnson?
$29.15.
He hates these cans.
It's not the
kids.
money. It's all the
It's
stuff.
He's not carnival personnel.
I was raised a poor black child.
Yeah.
All right, so
You mean I'm gonna stay in this color?
let's just jump into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, let's
Um,
give everybody who don't know. That's The Jerk, Steve Martin,
Oh,
classic
yeah.
movie.
Well, you know what? If they don't know, we can't be friends. So it's
Yeah,
like
you might as well turn it
it
on.
would go
There is
unsaid.
an exception for people maybe under 40,
Right.
say 35 that
Or,
might not know
you know
that
what?
movie.
Okay.
But you should go watch that movie.
Yeah, it's like
we would be turning them
people
on.
your daughter's age. But you know what? I could just break that down to bad parenting if your kids are like 21, 22 years old and haven't seen The Jerk with you.
Right.
One of my favorite scenes.
I'll call it
from-
DCFS.
That's viable. One of my favorite scenes from The Jerk is when he told his dog to go ahead, get out of here, leave.
Yeah.
Me
And
and him
then
do
the
that a
next
lot.
scene,
Go on, get. He's like
dragging him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that scene.
Go on,
Yeah.
get. That used to be a trope in every movie, right? Like,
Yeah, he did it in.
Go on, get out of here.
He did it in Old Yeller too, right?
Yeah.
Go on, get.
Get.
I never liked you anyway, you old stinky mutt.
There was that, and then there was the shotgun pump after the go on get. Like if
Yeah.
somebody's on your lawn, like go on get. That means you're gonna get the business end of this fucking shotgun here in
Right.
a minute.
Hope
Yeah.
it's not Buck.
Buckshot.
Yeah.
After that, guns Jamaican. Buckshot, buckshot, buckshot.
Buckshot.
Shout out to the great and powerful Dave Chappelle.
Okay, I was not familiar with that.
Um,
What's up, Roy Rambo?
I would not do service
What's up,
to
Minister?
that bit I was trying to do, but he got a shotgun. He didn't realize there was two kinds of pellets or bullets. I guess, for the
Birdshot and
shotgun.
buckshot?
Birdshot and buckshot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it goes birdshot, buckshot, birdshot, and then after that, the gun's Jamaican. Buckshot, buckshot, buckshot. You gotta watch it. It's great. It's a great bit.
You know, he has so much work, and he's truly a talent, Dave Chappelle.
Right. And
Right.
he took 10 years off. People
Yeah.
forget that now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, dude, 10 years.
Well-
He truly walked away from one of the greatest sketch comedy shows ever, right? Because they wanted to take his artistic license away, and he's like, I'm not going to do the show if I can't have artistic license, and he just walked the fuck away.
And hid. Right? I mean, he went.
I think he went to Africa. I think he was.
I got
playing
$50
World
million. I'm out.
I think he
bitches.
was playing World of Warcraft for a while.
I think
I'm sure he was.
that's what I heard at first, but you know, he did marry a beautiful, I think, Korean woman, and they have like three or four kids.
She's definitely Asian. He fucks
Yeah.
her feet. He talks about it in his stand-up routine. Yeah.
But you know what? He seems like one of those guys that's like a multi-millionaire, but probably lives a pretty normal life.
Yeah, he lives in Yellow Springs, Ohio.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. Oh, there's Dave Chappelle fucking walking down the street, walking his fucking corgi, smoking a fucking menthol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people there just treat him like a regular citizen.
Yeah, I bet they would.
Yeah. All right, so I've got this. Check this out. Entire school board resigns after an accidental public live stream. You guys seen this? You heard about this?
No.
Yeah, we talked about this last week, actually.
Did we?
Yeah, we played the video. We're like, it's like, are we? She says, are we alone?
The entire California school board has resigned. Oh, this is when I should have these on.
Yeah.
Might have been. This is the reason why.
This is why it's still
Right.
on.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Let's see if these work. The entire California school board has resigned after making disparaging remarks about families in an online meeting which they did not realize was being publicly live streamed. Quote, they want to pick on us because they want their babysitters back, one member said about parents. Another implied that parents wanted their children out of the house so they could take drugs during the day. Parents, however, have been joining the public call as it progressed. Uh-oh, said board member Kim Beebe when she was told several minutes into the discussion. We have the meeting open to the public right now.
You see the look on her face? She's like, oh, we're fucked. We're done. We're done. Because I think she was the one that started it off with, she said, I told that mom, if you come after me, I will fuck you up.
All right, let's see. We got some video that's going down there.
People came out to be heard.
I just feel
At City Hall in Oakley, people came out to be heard.
like it's an unfortunate
Joe
event
Biden
and it was
does.
very unprofessional.
They want to pick on us because they want their babysitters back.
Are we alone?
Yeah.
If you're gonna call me out, I'm gonna you up.
Those were some of the comments
You know
by
what?
members of the Oakley
They
Union
fucked up.
Elementary School District Board of Trustees before a virtual public meeting. Unaware it was being streamed, it sparked an uproar that's led all four members to resign.
Now that the trustees have resigned, it's time to move forward. It's time to now get the ball rolling and getting our kids back.
A complex issue in many communities.
You know
Some
what? A
parents say
school board, I
before
think, is an
this,
elected
they
official.
felt their
It's not like they're
concerns
losing
weren't
their
being
careers.
addressed.
I
felt
think,
like
you know?
we weren't being taken serious. I felt like we were being ignored.
Advocates came in from other cities and counties too. Jonathan Zachrison of Reopen California Schools organized the protest.
Hopefully what happens is they put people who really pay attention and listen to the community and getting those kids back in school.
The demonstrators marched to a nearby school. Meantime, the Contra Costa County Board of Education says it has appointed 2 members of the county board to serve as temporary members for Oakley. Another is pending. And some hope there won't be delays.
She has been affected, I feel like, a great deal without having that socialization of public school.
In Oakley, Christy Smith, NBC Bay Area News.
Okay,
Speaking
so
of schools here.
newsflash. By the way, if you thought that school superintendents, teachers, teachers unions, if you thought they give a shit about the kids, you're living in a fairy tale.
Right, that's proof
They
right
don't.
there, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it is proof, but
Right.
the teachers unions are some of the worst offenders of going after what is good for them and fuck everybody else
Right.
in the world. So fuck them.
I've heard on this podcast, I think it was Phoebe Judge. She was talking about some of the worst bullying goes on in some of the most professional professions, like nursing. I guess women are fucking known for just fucking bullying the fuck out of one another. And plus, I guess teaching is another one where bullying happens. You know,
Never heard that.
they say it's like we want to teach our kids not to bully. Well, it's like they're learning it from watching us. You know.
Not me. I don't bully people.
No, you don't bully people, no.
Not at all, man. No, he definitely doesn't. Is that right?
I don't, see.
No, you don't. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yes,
mean to
sir.
look
I
at
didn't
you.
mean to say that.
All right,
I
so,
didn't mean to come off the wrong way.
We were amiss last week, and we forgot, or we.
Amiss or remiss?
I don't know. Amiss.
We
remiss?
just
Remiss.
ran out of time.
Remiss.
We ran out of time,
Yeah.
but we lost one of the great early rappers
Hip hop legend,
hip hop legend,
R&B legend, overweight,
lover.
Heavy D?
not heavy D.
The girls, they love me.
We're talking about Prince Marky D.
We gotta find out what movie they're supposed to watch it.
This is Crush Groove.
That's true. See where I told you that.
Okay. What was that?
There are donuts there.
That guy's not even fat.
He just big bone.
Yeah, the guy with the raccoon skin hat wasn't really ever the fat one, right? No. He was just in the fat boys. Pretty good though.
Yeah, I think they might have put a belly on him. Like the bellies.
Well, I think it's compared to the other ones.
Prince Marky D was a beatboxing too, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Decade Dave says bitches.
What a gimmick though, you know what I'm saying?
You know, nowadays, they probably wouldn't even be considered overweight, right?
No, you're right. The fat scale is shifted for sure.
And this production quality might get 1 million views on YouTube.
I think they got a few.
Oh yeah. This was the shit back then, remember?
Oh, whatever happened to buffets too, right?
Yeah, right.
Look at that.
Yeah, dude, even your Imperial buffet is gone.
Is it? We were just talking about that the other day.
That's so good.
And there it goes.
And that video's not even halfway over. I think we get it, right?
R.I.P. Prince Marky D.
Yep. Rest in peace to the great Marky D. And what a
Dick and Dave said I used to bump this jam in my Fiero. Of course we did. Yeah.
what a great idea that nobody really thought of before them is like, hey, we're fat. Let's just lean into it. Like
Right.
let's
roll with
take.
it.
You can't make fun of somebody if they're
Right.
calling themselves fat boys, right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Like, let's just steer into this and let's get this off the table and let's just own our fatness.
Yeah, dude, these guys were they paved the road for fucking guys like fucking Al Roker and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Al Roker gave up on being fat.
Yeah, he's a sellout. He's a sellout for sure.
So.
Yeah.
He had gastro bypass though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with getting healthy, but at a time when, you know, it was stereotypical to be thin and everybody, you know, as far as Hollywood and entertainment, it's what do we want to look at? What of our perception of beauty and stuff? And they really shook it up, you know, and said, hey, we got high self-esteem, we feel it, you know, we can be
What's up,
sexy,
Michael
we can be
Olsen?
cool, and we're going to put ourselves out there.
I tell you what though, to your point, which you said they wouldn't be considered that fat. I challenge everybody that's our age or maybe, you know, over 40. Go back and look at your grade school pictures and look at the kid who was the fat kid in class. Not that
Not
fat
fat
by
anymore.
today's standards.
No.
Not that fat because a merc could get fat, Duke.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
guilty of it myself.
And we throw away more food than
40%.
more countries even get to eat, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the worst part of it.
Yeah. I mean, I throw away as much as I can just to like try to help, but no, I don't.
Well, I mostly do it in front of hungry people. I'll be like, oh, well, you're hungry? Well, I don't want the rest of this. And then I just throw it away.
Eat a steak. What bothers me
No, I
the
do
most
not.
is like meat, right? When you have to
Yeah.
throw away meat, like when meat goes bad, you're like, fuck, something died for this. I mean, vegetables and stuff, that's bad too, but
Well, there's still some salami in your crisper with mold on it that I refuse to throw away.
Right? Because you can still use that.
yeah, you can just scrape that off.
Any other country, you know, like you go over to Europe and Asia and stuff like that, you cannot get like a 12-ounce steak, you know, because their portions are actual normal size.
Yeah.
America, they just fat. Bigger is better, not necessarily, you know.
Yeah.
You just don't need to eat that much meat, you know.
Or maybe you do.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you want to be. Do you want to be obese or do you want to be healthy? Like I said, we're pushing that bar to be the most obese country, and there's a reason for it.
I would argue though, like eating meat isn't what makes you obese. It's the carbs. But I digress because I don't want to get on a
Well, it's
diet
portion
and stuff
size.
like that. Well, yeah, but I think if you eat an 8 or 12 ounce steak, whatever, I think you're all right.
Well, if that's all you're going to eat, but then if you eat that with your loaded baked potato,
Yeah. That's where
you
you're
know,
gonna pack on the
maybe
pounds
you want
after
some
that.
onions and buttered mushrooms on top of that.
So Michael Olson says, "What's up?" Dega Day says, "If the show fits, I'm Big Bone too." The show fits. Dega Day says, "I do that with hitchhikers. I say I'll let the good folks know you're coming when I get there." And then Dega Dave says, "Fat, homeless, and hitchhikers. Beware."
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut eats like 89 hot dogs and is skinny as shit.
Well, one thing we don't see is after he eats all them hot dogs.
Purging it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know that. I mean, come on, that's a given.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he does. I do like to watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest every 4th of July. I like the Joey Chestnut, and I like the female champion. I think her name is something Pseudo. Mickey, I think it's Mickey Pseudo.
Mickey Sudo?
Yeah, and she is adorable, and she eats like, I don't know, 35 or 40 hot dogs.
And you know she's puking them afterwards.
Probably.
And you know, I read her bio. She actually got that talent in high school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright, so I got this other story.
choking down hot dogs.
Albany landlord tied up, evicted sleeping tenants, and then dumped them in a cemetery.
I can see that happening.
Albany, New York. An Albany landlord has been charged with kidnapping after allegedly tying up 2 tenants with zip ties and tape, placing pellet cases over their heads, and driving them at gunpoint to a rural cemetery in Columbia County, where he dumped them in the snow before dawn on Sunday, according to law enforcement. Sources and police records say the landlord, 48-year-old Sean Douglas, allegedly was armed with a firearm throughout the incident and may have received help from 2 other suspects, according to police records. No other arrests have been reported. The alleged kidnapping unfolded between 1 and 8 a.m. on Sunday.
So do you think the other 2 were going to be prospective tenants? And they're like, hey, we kind of want that place.
Yeah.
We'll help you out.
Let's get these people out of there. The incident began at a multi-unit Grandview Terrace residence where Douglas and his 2 tenants have resided in the city's south end. Douglas, who police records indicate has been arrested previously for charges ranging from assault to violating an order of protection, has owned the residence since 2006, according to property records. The tenants were a 21-year-old woman and a 32-year-old man. They could not reach or comment.
I wonder why. Are they face down in the cemetery?
Yeah, with pillowcases over their head.
Right? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's bad.
Moratorium is accused of kidnapping his Albany landlord. Fed up with a COVID-19 eviction moratorium is accused of kidnapping
Dave
his 2
says the
tenants
Moon
and
Club should
leaving
have
them
a
at a
dog
cemetery
eating
early
contest.
Sunday morning, a report said. Sean Douglas,
We're not
48,
eating no dogs.
allegedly
Yeah, we're not
tied
eating
up the
dogs,
tenants
Dave,
and
sorry.
covered their
Sorry,
faces
Dave.
with pillowcases during the gunpoint attack, the Albany Times-Union reported, citing police records and law enforcement
Hot
sources.
dogs, maybe.
2 other suspects may have assisted in the
Yeah, hot
kidnapping
dogs,
from
yeah, that'd be
Douglas's
fun, yeah.
home, the report said.
Now, that's an
The
idea.
2 tenants, a 21-year-old
you to
woman
kill all the
and a
goldfish on the
32-year-old
on the-
man, were
on the,
targeted while they were asleep.
I'm not getting
The
on the
victims
course.
told police they were first taken to
How
a
about we do the
motel
same thing, but
before
with
being
golfers?
dumped in a
Or
rural
golfers?
cemetery about 35 miles
Yeah, Dave
outside
said hot
Albany.
dogs. Yeah, okay, Dave,
The
we can do
woman
that.
managed to free herself and seek help from a nearby home, the report said. Sources told the newspaper that Douglas was frustrated at his inability to remove tenants due to a COVID-19 order that
Fucking
bans
COVID,
evictions
man.
until at least May.
Alright, so, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So if we had a hot dog eating contest between us 3, we could just buy like 1 pack and see who can eat like more than 3. You know?
Well-
Dave says we should have a hot dog eating contest.
What I was thinking
He says
is,
Joey Chestnut, what did he, 89?
what I was thinking is we might as well get 3 packs. So we each have 8. And like
Well, now,
5
are we
minutes.
doing it with the bun and dipping it in water and
Yeah.
doing the whole thing?
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
go for it.
legit.
You gotta go for it.
We should order Nathan's hot dogs though. You can get them off Amazon.
But we can do it, and you know, we can, like I said, set a timer, 3 or 4 minutes, so we're not taking up too much of the lunatics' time.
Yeah, we wouldn't do it like
just choking down.
how about
July 4th style where they do a full 10 minutes. I think we can do like 90 seconds. I think that's probably enough, right?
Or maybe this could be a Zoom contest where we actually have people that get a pack of hot dogs themselves and see who wants to challenge with us.
Well, we can put it out there after. I mean,
Yeah.
but I think that's viable. Do you think next week we should do that? Bring it.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, MJ's in keto. Maybe we can just let him
Well,
eat
by
the hot
next
dogs.
week he won't be, right?
Probably. I think he'll still probably be in.
Or the following.
No, I'm not in keto right now.
No?
My diet's all fucked up.
Yeah.
My stomach's all fucked up. I had to quit because I had to figure it out. But whatever.
Enough about that though. We'll talk about it.
They said you're out of your element, Donnie.
Exactly.
Your phone's ringing, dude.
V.I. Linen.
Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov. I am the walrus.
Cuckoo Cuckoo. The Eggman.
Strongman on Amazon Prime. What is that, Dave? I have no idea what that is. Speaking of Strongman, I've got this big guy throwing a little guy into a fountain.
Nice lead.
Apparently he was disrespected. It doesn't. We don't get to find out what happened.
That's kind of like saying I quit at the same time, isn't it?
Don't disrespect me like that! Fuck you think this shit is? Fuck you!
Yeah, man, I had a birthday present.
No shit.
Well, that's the one.
He's not coming after him, though, is he?
No, that guy was like twice his size. I mean, he threw him into that fountain.
Right?
Looked like a child.
Yeah, into that. Yeah, like a rag doll.
You know, it's like I feel as though he had it coming, but nobody deserves to be treated like that. I don't care if he said.
I would like to know what he actually did, right?
Said,
Right.
excuse me, could you get my bags? What? What did you say? You know, when you're
Take me to my fucking motel, you moolie.
when you're that small, I think it's all right.
I think it would have been okay then.
Go right for the nuts. Say that's my purse, and just bam, kick him in the nuts, and then run. Right?
But you know what? I drove a cab for 9 years, and I remember kicking. You know, I didn't touch the person, but I remember pulling over and being like, "Get the fuck out," you know.
Yeah, that would be all right.
All right, that reminded me of this one. I'm pretty sure this is the one, but have you seen this one? Oh yeah, this is it.
Where the guy bunched in front of him?
Yo, bro, I was trying to take my order.
Bro, you just passed me. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I was right there.
Bro, come on, I'm talking to you, man. Yo, I'm trying. Listen,
Gotta stand up for
order,
yourself.
man. Bro, I'm trying. Yo,
Pass me.
bro, are you serious? Bro, I'm not even gonna say the N-word.
What?
Fucking black guy.
Dude, that thing's set up. I think it was set up.
Yeah, I don't know. That might have been set up. I don't know.
Whether it was or wasn't, I think
Because it seems like he threw him to his feet instead of throwing him into the appliances.
well, maybe dude's part cat.
He threw him over the counter.
Maybe he's part cat. Always lands on his feet.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking though is,
And he didn't say anything offensive. He goes, "I'm not even saying the N-word." So
That's enough.
yeah.
That's enough.
In today's society,
We call it edging, huh?
anyhow, right?
Yeah.
Poking the bear.
Yeah.
My thing is you got what you wanted. Now you're behind the counter. You grabbed fries. You know it was his fault that he threw them and didn't eat them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grab what you want at that point. You know.
It was a little bit too contrived, right? Like,
He's throwing French fries at him.
yeah.
Yeah. If,
We're gonna
you know
go
what?
viral,
I
man.
bet if you watch it again, you'll be like, okay, yeah. Because the big man didn't hurt the little man in any way. You know what I'm saying? He didn't punch him in the face. He just kind of like tossed him over the counter.
Yeah.
And he landed on his feet.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
Part cat.
Yeah.
You know, kind of to your point about disclosure, that guy could be an alien. You never know.
Yeah. You know, watching that Bigelow and on JRE, which is was it Robert Bigelow? Like, I guess he made all his money through real estate. But he was on Joe Rogan Experience, and he's really big on aliens and stuff, and so I think he's a billionaire that's just trying to push for disclosure, and he really believes in the aliens are out there.
Yeah, Joe kind of calls him out at some point, right? Like he's like, you want to believe too much. Like I'm asking you for like specific examples, and you're not giving them to me.
Right, right.
So
Yeah,
you're
I
talking-
want to watch the first half.
Yeah.
But
You're talking about Bigelow?
Yeah.
You think he
And
got
did,
his money from real estate?
Yeah, he did.
No, he's a male gigolo. Deuce Bigelow.
See,
Okay.
I knew that
Yeah.
was coming.
Okay. I
Male
was like,
gigolo.
You can do it!
I was
His
like,
going
maybe
rate is
I'm,
$10.
I was like, maybe I'm wrong. How did he make his money?
His going rate's $10.
Dude, real estate.
Dave, what is Strongman on Amazon Prime? Explain that.
It's a tough racket. You know what it takes to sell real estate, gentlemen?
How much time do you have?
Brass balls.
This big.
Oh, I'm a good father.
As long as there's no cupping.
Yeah.
Then you're all right.
Don't forget to cup the bowls.
All right, I tell you what. I gotta take a piss. I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you guys have the floor here for about 90 seconds, and then I'll be back. We can go. Naked Dave says, if you can stomach the flick, watch it. Okay, I gotta get through. What am I watching right now? Oh, The Boys. I gotta get
The
through
Boys?
first. Yeah.
What? How many seasons is there on The Boys?
I think there's 2. I think I'm.
Steve, what are you currently watching?
What am I currently watching?
Yeah. Have you seen the last season of The Mandalorian?
I have not.
It's very good.
I want to watch it, and it's on my list. Sometimes I just sit there and don't watch too much of anything.
You know what? It's like, I don't want to blow it for you, but spoiler alert, he actually takes his fucking helmet off
No shit.
and shows his face.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
I think because he had to.
Is it?
Because that's not the way.
I think I am going to have to see it and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple things I want to watch. WandaVision, that's one.
Yeah.
You know, I just have been watching Black Summer. It was a Canadian show a couple years
Black
ago.
Summer?
Black Summer.
Dude, not in my
Zombie-
town. No,
Zombie
don't do that.
flick.
I don't want to hear about the Black Summer. I don't hear about a Black Mirror. It's like, dude, just relax.
I believe that's what's going to happen with all of
Not in my
probably
town.
with the Johnson rollout of the vaccine. It's probably going to be a zombie virus that's actually
Right.
introduced to us.
You think we're all gonna become zombies?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
That's my wish. You know.
You see the was it World War Z where the fucking where the plague would take people over so fast that it would move through through people like liquefaction, like where people would just become instantly mad, like
World War
waves
Z
of
was
people.
A good movie.
I think it was Brad Pitt.
Huh? Yeah, it was Brad Pitt.
Yeah. I think he produced that too. It was garbage.
I have a couple problems with that. I'm not gonna get into that right now, but a couple things didn't really make sense in that movie.
Right.
For this podcaster.
You know, we'll delve into that, but you know, there's 2 types of zombies: fast zombies and slow zombies.
Right.
Now, in a slow zombie apocalypse, I feel like, you know, I would be king. I could rule that. You know, it's nothing. If you get bit at that point, it's your own fault, right?
Well, yeah, I think as when we were growing up, it was all slow zombies, right?
Right.
And I think, was it 28 days later?
28 days later changed the whole game because them zombies was fast, and at that point you got to be able to be. You don't have to be the fastest in your clique,
Right.
but you got to be able to outrun the next guy.
Right.
You know,
You just gotta be faster than the slowest person.
and don't pull a hamstring.
Don't pull
You
a
got to
hammer, yeah.
stretch.
You
You know, you got to stretch. Don't take
That's
that
one of
for
the
granted.
that's one of the rules on was it Zombieland?
Zombieland.
Yeah, stretch.
Another good zombie movie,
Yeah.
right?
Zombieland was a good one, but I mean,
Have you seen the prequel or the sequel to that?
would that be Zombieland 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen it.
Is it any good?
It's not as good, but
Yeah.
you know, it's if you like Zombieland, you're probably gonna like Zombieland. too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could put zombie in front of anything and I'm going to watch it.
Zombieland. I mean, it had like that Bill Murray cameo in Zombieland. I mean, that's priceless, right?
It truly
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And Bill Murray's one of them dudes that you could have a beer with and just chill.
Oh yeah.
You think?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, I would be so disappointed if I met Bill Murray and he was like a total dick.
I have never heard anything about
Right.
Bill Murray being a dick.
I haven't either. I'm just saying that it would disappoint me.
You know the Chive guys were putting out T-shirts of Bill Murray for years, and they kept trying to call his publicist and everything
Yeah.
and get the rights, and they never could. So they like just were selling all this merchandise and like keeping his portion of it. And like we got Bill Murray's portion, and then I guess the guy actually met Bill Murray one day, and he's like, hey, you know, I've got a check locked away in a safe deposit box for you because you've been selling your merchandise. He's like,
Right.
I'll take the check. He's like, yeah, okay, cool.
Right.
No shit.
Don't worry.
It's like, well, you know, it's like I don't know if they owed him a check because he's kind of Americana. It's like his image is almost like a It's like Warhol.
Well, they
painting
wanted to
Marilyn
give.
Monroe.
I mean, they wanted to, like, we've been selling your merchandise. Like, you know, we want to pay the royalties, and he's like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he should have. He probably should have donated to charity. He could probably get.
And
me
maybe
for
he did.
that.
I don't know what he did. Maybe there's
Right.
other than that.
I bet he bought a bunch of fucking expensive whiskey and fucking dildos and fucking cigars.
Scott Nickham is watching. Michael Olson says, kind of Mike TV sequel. I'm not sure what that is.
Mike TV was
Mike
from
TV-esque, LOL. Not sequel, stupid autocorrect. Okay.
Willy
I see what you're saying.
Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was Mike TV.
Scott Nickham, I think we got a Moody Award for you
Yeah, we do.
downstairs, and you are supposed to come on the podcast and claim. Is that it right there?
It could be. This could be it.
Right.
Okay,
Smell
this
like-
one's yours.
Smell like shit.
You won one of those too?
Yeah. I want a Moon Club podcast. I want
This is the incomparable Mindy Soup. So be sure to give that to her later.
Oh, yeah. We'll give her that. on her birthday.
Put that in her gift bag.
On our
I'm
46th
gonna give it to her.
birthday. Oh yeah, there you go. That's what we're talking about. Now,
It's a moon plug.
It's a moon plug.
exactly.
Dude, you know what? I think we might be changing the shape of the Mooney Awards.
It'll more resemble the microphone.
Yeah.
You know. So to
I got
speak.
2 turntables and a microphone.
You
What
know,
is that?
I said the other day, I'm not taking the freaking antiviral until it is a suppository.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
that's your stance, and then you're well within your rights to do that too.
Yeah. Vaccine my ass, literally.
Vaccine my ass. Yeah, it's a suppository.
You did catch the mask on the former pope there, right?
I did.
No, she's currently the first transgender pope.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Dorothy, yeah.
So back to the fast zombies and an overweight, obese nation that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Now at 50, I think, I don't know if I could survive a fast zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's why you need to be packing heat.
I'd
And packing
probably
heat.
be picked off as well. I'm not as nimble on my feet as I used to be.
Right?
Exactly.
You know how I notice the most?
When you had a zombie
When
chasing
I go
you?
to tie my shoes.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go for the slip-ons? Might as well.
No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not ready to give it up yet. I gotta do more
Right.
stretching.
You can always become better.
Yeah, I gotta
A
do
little
more,
hot yoga.
little hot yoga. Gotta start working out some more.
That's
I'm gonna
sexy.
get on my bike this summer. I've already been riding that
Yeah,
stationary
he
bike
rides his
an hour
bike
a
every
day.
day and watches Jeopardy and fucking another show.
TMZ.
TMZ, yeah.
Yeah, don't call it another show. That's
He loves
fucking
that
TMZ, motherfucker.
Right?
Catch up on all your celebrity gossip.
Right.
Right.
You gotta stay on top of it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna start getting in shape because of the fast zombies.
Yeah, is that your motivation?
That is my motivation.
You know what? Fast zombies are as possible as COVID-19 is.
Yeah, without a
Like,
doubt.
if you just said, 18 months ago, oh yeah, the world can be hit with a major pandemic, I'd be like, no, I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
I'll say the same thing about zombies. I don't think that's possible.
Dude,
Well,
yeah.
what the fuck do I know? Because we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
You,
Right.
you know what
Anything's
scares me
possible.
more than fucking fast-running zombies that can bite you is that
Marsupials.
Marsupials, exactly. Frankenstein never scared me. No, is that
Marsupials because they're fast.
that episode of Black Mirror with that fucking like electronic walking dog that would like fucking shoot like a cannon into your fucking head. Remember the Black Mirror?
That's not even science fiction. That's science fact.
Yeah, I've seen those exact dogs running around.
Yeah,
and
they'll
it's
fuck
like-
you up.
Yeah, basically you're fucked,
The next war won't be fought by humans.
No.
right?
It's
It'll
going to
be
be a
machines.
cyber war.
Machines attacking machines.
Machines. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
The Terminator wasn't that far off.
right. And then it was the Matrix, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting that Skynet. How many people do you think when they're, like, for example, Elon Musk when he put all the
Skylink.
Skylink out there? Do you
Starlink.
think he was one Starlink?
Yeah.
Very good. Do you think he was like, let's
Whatever.
call it Sky? No, I
Skylink.
can't call it Skynet.
It's
Can't
not-
call it Skynet,
I
right?
can't call it Skynet.
Yeah.
It's right there, bam.
How long before all those machines start talking to each other and being like, hey man, we don't need these fucking meat
Right.
bags.
Right?
Dude, last year, you know what it's like? Maybe the only reason for us fucking like meatbags to come into existence is to usher in the AI.
Maybe
to
that's what
create
we're.
Yeah.
We're the
We're mycelium
cocoon.
archetype.
Yeah, we're the cocoon that's here to usher in
Right.
the butterfly that is the next generation that's gonna wipe us the fuck out.
Right.
So it's kind of like reverse doing what we want to do, because like what we want to do is we want to make self-replicating robots and send them out to where that they can harvest their own material and make themselves, but maybe in essence we're the vessel, we are the self-replicating robots that's actually building the robots.
Right.
That's the AI.
So maybe we can send
alternate
along our
intelligence.
essence, like we can put our.
Oh, I've got my
basically-
essence a lot of places.
Basically,
let me
we
tell
can
you.
put ourselves into the computers and travel through time and space.
Well,
That's the only way we can make it.
that would be a Pollyanna version of it. But in the Matrix, we were just fucking batteries.
Right.
We were
But-
just there for the juice.
What I'm saying is, we can put the soul catchers behind our because basically all the humans are is a catalog of see, hear, touch, smell, feel. So it's like we're just interpretations of our five senses. So we could keep that going through a robot easily.
Well, my opinion is that our being, the way that human beings came to be, was from ancient aliens coming to Earth, and we were basically their slaves. They needed a creature, or they needed something.
The
that
Anunnaki.
could- Exactly.
Something like that. Like there's definitely, if you look at the fossil record, like that period between like 2-3 million years ago, like when we went from like being like monkeys to now, like I think something intervened, like some kind of like DNA sprinkled or something. Like I think
Splicing.
this is all like
Being
crazy
spliced.
talk, but
Yeah.
the
Nothing's
Asian people
established.
do look a little bit more like aliens.
Yeah.
The Italian people do look a little bit more like monkeys. I'm gonna get canceled for this, I know, but
It's the way everything works out. I mean, we all came from one species, but like you said, I
mix a
think
little
it's
bit of
mix.
DNA with
Neanderthal. I
Right.
mean,
No, it's like 95% of all dogs carry the same DNA. So Lucy and Blue and even a Chihuahua would have this like 95% of the same DNA.
It's higher than that. It's like 99.9.
Okay, well, yeah, it's like so we're just beginning to experiment with what we can do with.
I think the comparison you're making is like between humans and dogs. We share like over 95% of the same DNA.
No shit, no
yeah,
shit.
I'm pretty sure that's true. You can fact check me, Moon Club.
Well, you know what
Maybe
it's like.
there.
You know
Is it
what's
all
exciting
about-
about that is, dude, biology is the new artist's canvas. You know what I'm saying?
CRISPR, man.
Yes. It's like soon, biologists will be like French, like writing code of human DNA, like fucking Bach or fucking Beethoven did fucking music. Can you imagine how impoverished the world would be without the instruments being created for Beethoven to unfurl his art through it?
Yeah. You owe Jason Selva $8.50 for that, by the way.
No, but you know what I'm saying. It's
No,
like
I get
it's
it,
real.
yeah,
It's real.
That's right. Yeah.
And so now it's like we can play with the DNA with CRISPR, or not DNA, but our genes.
I mean, it is a dilemma. Like, how much do we want to start editing the DNA? Like, we'll start off with like, well, I mean, let's go ahead and cut out like proclivities for getting cancer and like
Right.
and all these other diseases. But then like, well, I kind of want my son to be, I don't know, 6.5 feet tall.
Right.
Maybe like lean muscle mass. Maybe like let's cut out the heart disease gene. Like let's get rid of that. Like where does it stop?
Hazel eyes, platinum blonde hair, 10-inch cock.
Why would you go hazel eyes when you can go blue?
Well, just because I don't want him to be like affiliated with the Aryan Nation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Because my eyes are hazel.
I
My
like
son should
hazel
have
eyes.
hazel eyes.
I like brown eyes too.
Yeah.
This.
I know you like brown eyes. Both you.
Dude, let's
Brown
just say,
eyed
okay,
bandits.
you know what it's like. If you can build your son's cock, it's like you don't want him to be destroying pussy. So let's go like with a true 8. You know what I'm saying? But
I was telling you guys, I think before the podcast, like big cocks. It seems like it's all fun and games, but
it's not, people.
You
Till
gotta haul
someone
that
gets hurt.
shit around. You gotta go running, and there's black eyes, and
Right.
destroyed, rectums and prolapsed anuses, and
Girls that'll
like,
never
it's
call you
not-
back.
It's,
They'll never call you
it's-
back.
It's not all fun and games. Like
Dude, we
there
should
is-
start a big cock
There
support
is a
group.
hardship. Yeah, we should.
You know.
We should.
My name's Austin, and I got a big cock.
I don't know anybody that would join, but we should start one.
Right.
Well,
That could be the next podcast, the Big Cock Support
How
Group.
about like moderately above average?
Moderately above Big Cock, well, no, Big Cock Support Group, I think it'd be good. And we can all get together and talk about the woes of the big cocks.
Okay.
Dude, it's not all fun and games.
It isn't.
No.
No.
I got
someone gets hurt.
Dude, I got like a 28% fucking callback rate at this point.
Yeah.
That kind of took a left turn.
It did. Okay, so I got this.
Doesn't matter,
I
nobody's
got this
watching
story
anyway.
about this guy that killed himself at a
What's
gender
up,
reveal
Jonathan
party.
Areola?
Gender reveal party gone wrong. Here we go.
A gender reveal gone wrong. A father-to-be is killed by an explosion while making a gender reveal device. It is just the latest in a string of recent deaths to create over-the-top displays.
We decided that there's no better way to find out if it's going to be a boy or a girl than to blow something up.
Explosive gender reveals are all the rage on social media. But blowing something up to surprise family and friends cost a New York State man his life. Police say 28-year-old Chris Peckney, a
Nobody's
father-to-be,
gonna miss
was
that guy.
killed in his garage while testing a gender reveal device that should have exploded in a cloud of colored powder. His brother was injured by flying shrapnel.
That's the thing that worries us the most, not just the explosion, but the improper containers that it's going to be in will become projectiles and will cause injuries, if
That
not
sheriff's
death, to the
beard
people
isn't
around.
even.
Battalion Chief Dennis
isn't
Moore with the
even
Union City
uniform,
Fire
look, it's-
Department tells me they
Yeah, that
haven't
was
been
weak.
called to any gender reveals gone wrong lately, but prospective parents
I
should
think he had
avoid
one white
anything
tip and one dark
explosive.
tip.
We have people who get a bit carried away and get so excited about the moment that's ahead that they forget and they want to make it a little over the top. So they
Safety
try to
first.
do a little
Was it
extra.
a boy or a girl?
Extra doesn't end well for some gender reveals. This car rig to spew blue smoke went up in flames in Australia. In 2019, a grandmother-to-be was killed at a home in rural Iowa when a gender reveal explosive device blew up. And this is the moment a gender reveal
Oh, it started
explosive
the fire.
ignited a 47,000-acre wildfire in Arizona. Firefighters recommend taking a tip from Atlanta brave Freddie Freeman and his wife. They revealed they were having twin boys with this gender reveal of blue smoke and confetti from baseballs.
Yeah, keep it simple. Fire officials here in Georgia warn using
They
explosives
should
are
ban
not just
gender reveal
dangerous, they
parties.
are ill.
Dude, the guy that got killed. Would it be ironic if his son turns out to be transgender?
A little
Don't you
bit.
think?
And I think I said this in the group chat when we were talking about like how long before gender reveal parties are considered a hate crime.
Yeah. Gender assignment party.
Right?
Biology is under attack.
Well, I was gonna say, the whole gender assignment. I mean, I'm all for a person that may be confused in their own sexual orientation or their own body and whatever they have to do to discover themselves or figure themselves out. But I don't think that it's up to a pre-4-year-old child. You know what I mean?
Right.
They got
right,
enough
right.
stuff going on. Learning
There-
their ABCs, 1, 2, 3s.
There's definitely these quote unquote woke ass parents that want to have. We were talking about babies, right? Like let's not assign them a gender. Let's like raise them gender neutral.
Let them
Yes,
pick
I
what
mean
they wanna
whatever. But there is, I think, actually the woker of the woke police that want their children to be transgender. They want them to reassign. And I think there's way too much of that going on, and I think it's got long-term, definitely bad ramifications.
Because it's like them purse dollars, right?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta have a transgender kid now.
Right, but to your point, like, hey, you know, if you came to me and said, hey man, I'm really feeling like, you know, I'm a girl, I don't know what I'm going to. Oh, fine, I'll call you whatever you want.
Yeah, let's work through
Yeah.
it together at that point. But you know, hey, you're a boy until then.
I'll
or
call you
you're a girl
Stephanie.
Until then.
If you want to call Stephanie, Steve, I'll call you Stephanie. I don't give a shit.
I appreciate
Call
that.
me Michelle. I don't give a fuck either.
I mean, you know, because like we said, we're not hate. We don't care about that. We're just specifically saying that it's not right for put all that pressure on a child.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's
that's too much pressure.
Let's wait, you know, age of consent. What is it? 18, 17, whatever. I don't know. Like, I feel like by the time you're 18, if you feel like you should have been a girl and you want to go through surgery or whatever you want to do, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But 4, no,
No.
you probably not yet. Let's just ride this out.
Or even like when you're going through puberty and you just don't feel right, when you're in that sexual education class and everything is a little bit awry.
Right.
I mean, at that point, you know, talk to your parents. There should be other people that you can talk to and work it out from there.
Well, I mean, when you were like 13, 14, like you used to play with dolls and have tea parties, right?
Well, a lot of times, well, you know, to be honest, I was going to tell you that when I was younger, like probably, you know, elementary school, like before 4th grade, most of my friends around probably were girls.
Yeah.
You know, as far as I lived in a trailer court and like the trailer court neighbors, most of them was girls. There was one boy that you know that I could relate to, and we'd go riding bikes and mini bikes. But if I was to go over to the girls' house and play, yeah, it was playing tea party and playing dollies,
finger banging
and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. But but I knew I was a boy. You know what I mean? I mean, I could play doll, and yeah, we could comb this Barbie head. You know, girls have the craziest toys because they got like this doll that's chopped off at the shoulders that you can put makeup and hair on.
I remember that one. Yeah.
That to me is just ludicrous. You know, I mean, yeah, I liked Hot Wheels cars. I used to have a big KFC bucket full of them.
Right. I would go over to the girl's house and have that little doll sitting there. I'm like, so we're gonna sculpt up this thing? What are we gonna do? What's going on here? Oh, we're gonna put makeup on it. That seems kind of boring to me.
Right. What am I supposed to do with this
Wait,
thing?
we're gonna fix her hair? Like, I don't know.
Hey, I mean, Austin was all in on that. He had 2 of those, right?
2 what?
He had 2 of those, right? He had the white one and the black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's.
Yeah, one with missing pieces. You're all right. You keep disappearing.
I did take a shit.
Oh. Don't take one of mine. I only got 2 left and the weekend's coming.
All right, cool.
Hey, George Carlin. Shout out.
Yeah, for sure. You remember how that bit ended?
What's up, Yabu?
He said, don't take one of mine. I got 2 left and the weekend's coming.
Right. Oh, that was the end. The setup was, we shouldn't call it taking a shit. We should call it leaving a shit. Right?
Leave a shit. Don't take a shit. You leave a shit.
Yeah.
If you take a shit, hey, don't take one of mine. George Carlin.
Don't want to piss?
Right. Or like, time to get on the airplane. It's like, fuck you, I'm not getting on the airplane, I'm getting in the airplane. Leave that getting on the airplane to the stuntman. Obviously, I'm fucking this joke up. But George Carlin is a fucking was a genius. Yeah.
Was a genius.
Yep.
Words you cannot say.
Yep. The 10 deadly words. What was it called?
Yeah, I think that was right.
Shit, piss, whatever.
Lizard shit, fuck.
I was gonna play this Lady Gaga's dog napping. I think that's all fucked out. Everybody's seen that.
Her dog got napped?
Yeah. And
did it get recovered?
Shout out to the dog walker who didn't just give up the dogs. He actually fought for those dogs and got shot in the chest. And I did make a statement on Facebook that was probably a little bit premature about how Lady Gaga just wanted her dogs back because she said, you know, $500,000 reward.
No questions asked.
No questions asked. I'm like, well, can we ask him one question? Can we ask him, did you shoot my dog walker in the chest? Like, it did seem kind of shallow to me, but now I kind of like come around. I get it. Like, she got her dogs back. Happy for her. And shout out to the dog walker. He's going to make a full recovery. So, story ended well as it could have, I guess. So I've got this, and we're like 10 minutes. We only got like 10 minutes left. So Denny's server quits. We played some of these before, so we'll go ahead and. You assholes don't wear a mask.
Anywhere, you know that when you walk in, you gotta have a mask on. So watch.
It's a religious belief, though. It's under the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that they have an exemption, religious exemption.
quit.
We built this on rock and roll.
What is wrong with you people?
Ma'am, we're not sick.
I'm not working for anymore. These guys won't put their mask on. I'm sick of feeling like this.
Why are you discriminating?
You were at the door. You should have just walked out.
The Civil Rights Act says we can claim a religious exemption for not wearing a mask. We're not
Be a
sick.
better video.
Okay, and then you lost our business.
That's my favorite.
We'll
Well, you've lost our business.
Don't believe everything the media tells you, okay?
Yeah, that's my favorite. Because I do own a business. I get people to call me up all the time, be like, hey, we want to help you advertise your business. I'm like, not interested. I'm like, oh, so you're not interested in more business? Like, no, I'm not. I'm really not. I don't want any more business. I got more than I can handle. Oh,
Not a good thing to have?
yeah.
That is a good thing to have. You know what I found interesting is he quoted the 1964 Civil Rights Act. What the hell? And then it was like that white dude, right? He's like,
Something about religious freedom, but I think that's like, is it face coverings for women or something? Maybe for religious reasons,
I don't know.
but I don't think it translates for during a pandemic. You know, wearing a face covering so you don't spread.
It's a loophole.
Potentially deadly virus, right?
Right. It's a
why are
loophole.
you discriminating on me?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to infect me with a deadly virus?
I mean, that guy probably should be punched in the face at least once.
Well, here's the thing. Like
Right in the throat.
Like we already reiterated, we're in the middle of a pandemic. There is antiviral medicine, vaccines out there. There's 3 as of now, the Moderna, the Pfizer, the Johnson.
J&J.
And they're getting ready to do 2 more, I think. But we still need to wear masks. I mean, what do you guys want it to be, like a scarlet letter? I've had my vaccination. I've already been infected. You still have to, there's other people, 375 million plus people in the United States. Let's just be a little bit considerate, not for yourself, but for the people around you.
Right. Let's just go ahead and get through this, and then, like, if you want to raise a stink about it, be like, hey, I shouldn't have had to wear a mask. It's the wrong time. It's the wrong time to be, like, making shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all, when there's a business that has no shirt, no shoes, no service,
No dice.
we all agree with that, right?
Yeah.
So, why is it any different, no mask?
Because people are stupid.
We live in a day and age where we've been taught that we don't have to do anything that we're told unless we want to do it. Spoiled fucking brats, man. Spoiled Americans.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any reason why, is there any wonder why other countries hate us?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, we are that shiny beacon on the hill. We are America, you know?
We're fucking assholes.
We used to be.
Well, we should be better, though. We should be better.
Well, one thing that I do, this is personal, is I try to challenge myself to be a better person each day. I go through times where I get upset with people, where I'm not the best person that I could be, and I don't dwell on it. I reflect on it, and I say, you know what? I'm gonna try to be a better person next day. How hard is that for everybody just to take that into consideration? Thank you. Thank you.
All right. That's great. That's beautiful, Steve. Thank you for that. So, I think
We challenge all lunatics, be a better person.
I think I sent this to the group, and this is...
Is that a picture of your dick again?
No. It's interesting because this guy, the bigger guy here, is an Oklahoma football player, and I wish I knew. Apparently, there's a lot of reporting and a lot of talk about what went on before this video started. But this little guy is a professional MMA fighter. I don't know who he is, but the bigger guy, you know, keeps fucking with him, and it's in a bathroom. And at one point,
I haven't seen this.
The guy that's standing behind him actually pushed this guy, but he was looking away at the time, and he's already got blood on his face. So I don't know what happened, but file this under the category that we've talked about. Is like,
I will take the MMA fighter.
Well, in this point, he didn't know he was an MMA fighter. He probably wouldn't fuck with him, but don't fuck with a guy that's smaller than you just because you think you can, right?
Right. Yeah.
Don't underestimate.
Oh, young blood. Hey, you f***ing around, guys. You got nobody coming back, bro. Hey. That's just funny, bro. Hey, guillotine. Hey, rear naked joke. Tap out, motherfucker.
Who's the other guy?
Y'all motherfuckers ain't playing around.
So yeah, the two football players and the smaller type guys were two brothers.
Yo, funny story for you,
What about Saints, dude?
That's Ben Askren. He wasn't even in there.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like the guy, so that was kind of like the thing. But all right, so Moon Club podcast number. Where we at? Is it 235? What the fuck are we at here?
235.
It's 6:58. Are we gonna end this thing? You guys got
Sure.
anything else you want to get off your chest before we end this thing?
I just feel bad for the football players.
I don't feel too bad for them. They
Yeah.
started that shit.
And Oklahoma, they already the Oklahoma. Yeah. Fuck y'all.
You know, it's like
That's Ohio State.
these soccer players, world class athletes, can fuck with 99.999% of everybody.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, they're world
Soccer
class
players-
athletes. They're in good
Soccer
shape.
players can't fuck with anybody.
Shown here.
What are we talking about?
Soccer players are world class athletes, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get the connection.
Well, they fuck with the wrong smaller people. With the UFC fighters.
You mean the football players? Not football. Football.
They fucked up.
Well, like MJ said, never underestimate.
Your ego is not your amigo.
All right, so Moon Club podcast number 235. We out, bitches.
Peace out,
Peace out.
lunatics. Dun, 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 dun,
Well, the party didn't start till I walked in, and I probably won't leave until the thing ends. But in the meantime and in between time, you work your thing and I'll work mine. We came here together so we could have fun. You and me, baby, going one-on-one. Now, this is the last chance for us to get off. So either get loose or you ought to get lost.
So I'm just about ready to do my thing. Some Stone Cold Bloomington rap machine. And I'm gonna give you what I got.
Steve. Blow no. Say blow no rap machine. It works so much better.
I don't.
Yes, Steve.